Hi everybody, Cindy Ellers here from Cindy's Stamping Studio. Happy New Year! Today is January 1st, 2024, and I welcome you to Cindy's Stamping Studio. I have a great card I want to share with you tonight. It's part of the all-inclusive stamp sets and dies and designer series paper. While we wait for the new mini cal to go live, one more time I'm going to have to pull something that isn't in the mini catalog to make for you tonight. I have to find myself on my Kindle because there's 3 people watching already, and that's wonderful. There's Courtney. Welcome. So nice to see you. Okay, let's see. Let us get us set up. And Pauline, and there's my friend Jan. Welcome and nice to see you. You bet. I'll find it. Come on. There we go. I hope everybody had a great Christmas and a Happy New Year. There's Ronnie Kaiser-Smith and Tracy Stevens-Krantz. Happy New Year to everybody. Nice to see everybody. We had a nice Christmas with just my immediate family, but it was so nice. God, it seems like it's been forever, right? But it was so nice. We got invited to a little Christmas party. My daughter-in-law's sister invited us because the Packers were playing. That was on Christmas Eve. And so we went and we had such a good time. Then Jim and I went to church Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. We do a progressive meal. We start out at my mom's for breakfast. Then we come to our house. We only live a mile apart. Come to our house for appetizers, which, you know, you can go and make a meal out of appetizers. And we always cook too much, of course. And then we ended up at Justin and Christie's for dessert. And it was really nice. Oh, let's see. Let me find me on my Kindle. I shouldn't have done that. While I wait, there's, thank you for sharing, Courtney. And there's Jeannie Mullen. Hi, Jeannie. Nice to see you. You bet. Oh, see, that came right up. Alrighty. There we go. Yes, perfect. Okay, I have my January 2024 stamping newsletter is out. If this is something you're interested in, leave me a comment in the comments and let me know that I need you to message me your email address and I can add you. Not a big deal. We have our first technique class for 2024 coming up in a week from tomorrow on January 9th. Our technique is really cool. It is, of course, I don't have it anywhere close. Let me see just a second. It's right here. It is called Gorgeous Garden Dies and Blending Brushes. I'm going to show you how to make a stunning way to blend colors on a die cut and by just adding some ink, but there's an easy way to do it so that you don't rip your die cuts, because sometimes they rip, right? After the blending is done, we'll cut it out using a background die like those from the Gorgeous Garden and make a very unique background for our cards. So you'll have to wait till you have to wait a couple weeks, but maybe I can show you next week and you're gonna love it. This Thursday, our January to April mini catalog and celebration go live. Yay, I can't wait. I've been making samples. I can't wait to share them with you. If you subscribe to my blog, I've been sharing sneak peeks. So that's a great way to get some ideas. I'm one that has to go and see it in action. Like do I really want that set? Well, then I see some cards made by it. I'm thinking, oh yeah, that's how I felt about the cute cows. I figured I didn't need this. I was wrong. So that's all I can say. Oh, hello, Sally. Nice to see you. Oh, I'm sorry that the video ended, Jan. It's got to be your browser. I'm thinking it's you because on my Kindle it's still going. And yeah, Courtney, it is kind of fun because it, well, not only gets you up and moving, but when we started at my mom's, it had a little breakfast. And then we opened up the presents my mom got us. Then we come to our house and we had lots of appetizers. And we opened up the presents that Jim and I got everybody. And then you take your presents home with you. And then we went to Christy and Justin's and did the same thing. So it was really, we've done that 2 years now. It's really kind of fun. Hello, Linda. Nice to see you too. Okay, what else do I have? Oh, we have door prizes right here, right in front of me. And I didn't see her on here yet, but I have a embellishment card with pink iridescent sequins for Debbie Vine. And Debbie, I will put this in my bag and bring it with me to technique class next week so that you get it. And then for sharing. Now, she won in December, but she's winning again in January because not that many people share. And this is the easiest way to enter to win a door prize. So Cindy Howard from North Dakota, you're winning green sequins for sharing, and I appreciate it. She always says she shares because her and her stamping friends like to get new ideas and to see cards being made in action. So I think that's a great thing. Okay, now we're going to move on, and I'm going to, I have mail call. So let me flip my camera around, and then we'll look at some beautiful cards I got, and then we will go and start stamping. Oh, good. I'm glad you're back. And I was just saying that my Kindle didn't go down, and neither did my laptop. So I'm thinking it was probably on your end. So, but I'm glad you're back. Now, don't touch anything. Okay, gonna go and alrighty. Pretty soon it's going back the other way, and we will have light again at 5:30, which is kind of too bad. It's kind of sad. Let me push this up. There. Now we're doing good. Okay. I love your earrings. Oh, thank you, Linda. I've had these earrings for about a year. That's kind of like the standing joke. When Jim and I travel, I always, you look for souvenirs, right? Well, a lot of times you don't have that much room in your suitcase. So I always buy earrings. And I got these earrings in Branson just before we went on the Branson paddle boat for our evening cruise. So, yeah, it was fun, and somehow I always remember where I got the earrings. So, yeah, we have a new host code for January. It's right here. Okay, like I said, I have some Christmas cards to share with you. This card right here, I got this from Jan and Eric Fortin along with Nellie. There's that Christmas card. Beautiful. We got this Christmas card. Look at this. Wouldn't you swear that it was made by a machine? This is just how some people are so good at coloring. Not I. But this one's from Jeannie Mullen. Hi, Marcia-Lynn. Oh, yes, I do. Oh, yes, Courtney, I have some things flagged in the mini. This card I got, beautiful. Isn't this beautiful? I got this from Cindy Howard. And all she did was she used that gold paper. It just really made the card stunning. I got this card with some pigs from Casey and Elizabeth Steen. Elizabeth used to be a teacher in Neillsville, and she came to a stamping class. And we got to be friends, and now she lives in about 45 minutes away. Oh, there's Sandy Zunn and Debbie Vine. Well, Debbie Vine, you were a winner for comments last time I saw everybody. So I'll be bringing those to class with me. This card I got from Sandy Olam. Very pretty. Thank you. And the last one I got from, last two. This was from one of my downline, Ashley. And this one is from Judy Vine. Judy comes to our technique class in Neillsville. She's one of those people that took up stamping and didn't really want to, and now she loves it. End of story, right? That's what they all say. Okay. Yes, I do have things flagged. And I have things flagged in there too. Okay, tonight's stamp set is called Garden Meadow. It has matching dies. Stampin' Up has now decided to name their dies the same as the stamp set. Who figured? Wouldn't that have been easier right from the beginning? But, okay. Garden Meadow and the dies are online exclusive. You can get the stamp set for $24 and the dies for $36. You can bundle it so you save some. But that's the one we're using tonight. Okay. I pack it out. We're going to have such a pretty card. You know me. It was one of those cards that when I got it done, it was just like, oh, I like that. We're using Blueberry Bushel as our card base. It is 5.5 by 8.5 and scored at 4 1/4. It's going to be an up and down card. We are going to have a layer of Pebbled Path cardstock. Now, I'm also using the Exposed Brick 3D folder. So I know I've told you this, but I'll tell you again. I get my number 4 plate, which is the rigid one, and I punch out a navy blue circle, glue it right on the plate, so that when I'm at classes, my ladies know that if the embossing folder has a navy blue circle, this is the plate you use. I do it at home. I don't even think, you don't have to think, oh, and ruin an embossing folder, because it's right. Okay, thank you for sharing, Marcia Lynn. I appreciate it so much. And there's Rita. Nice to see you. So I've already run it through, and I'll get it out of there. Okay. I need some scratch paper. We're going to put it right like this. Colors I'm using is Garden Green, Blueberry Bushel, and Pebbled Path. These are the 3 colors. So we're going to use Pebbled Path first. And I'm going to get my sponge dauber out and ink it up and just start adding ink to my embossed piece of Pebbled Path. Now, this looked nice before, but look at, as you add the ink, that 3D look just kind of pops right out. I loved the effect I was getting. Okay, so we'll just keep going. You don't have to go any one particular direction unless you want to. Okay, so that's good. That's very good. Okay, we're going to let it kind of dry for a little bit. And I am also using a layer of the Meandering Meadows layer. This is also an online exclusive. All you got to do is go to my store, and on the left hand side you'll see online exclusive. These are items that Stampin' Up! Has added, and they won't be in a catalog of any kind. And this was one of them. This Meandering Meadows. This stuff is so pretty. It's just, for wedding cards, sympathy cards, thinking of you, it's just perfect. I love that the idea, well, I'm glad I gave you an idea, right? So this is going to be our layer. It's going to be right there. And I can glue it down while I wait for this. Just wait for it to dry a little bit. Okay, we're going to put this there. And we'll put this right here. I would have never thought to do it this way, Jan, but when I was making the card, I thought, God, you know, that just doesn't jump out. It's just kind of blah. So part of the Garden Meadow stamp set are these dies, right? I mean, you can cut a gate, cut your little watering can, your little pair of boots, your trowel, your little birds, the basket. Well, you can also cut out, there is a stitched half oval. Well, good evening, Denise. I'm so glad you didn't want to miss. That's great. So we're going to take this stitched half oval. We're going to put it right here, right about there. And we're going to cut it out. And I'm going to do that now because I didn't do it early. Only takes a second. And I'll be right back with you. And that's all done. And rather than try to get it on my workstation, it's just so much easier to do this. So yeah, and we have this piece. We can save this and make another card of something else. Okay, so now let's take our glue and notice, I don't know if you noticed, but I am working on my glass Stampin' Up! Mat. And I'm liking it a lot. I am finding it makes me stamp better. Is that possible? I don't know. But it sure does feel like it. There. Okay, so we put that right there, right? Okay, now put that aside so it can dry nice. Oh, we might as well do the inside. And the glass mat, if you're not a demonstrator, if you are a demonstrator, you have 3 days. You can still, oh, but I think Stampin' Up! Has shut it off. But anyway, it's something to watch for because I think you'd really like it. If you're not a demonstrator, you can get this free if you join. And you know, when you join, you do not have to do, you can join for the discount only. That's what's really nice. Be a hobby demonstrator. Okay, let's go just like that. And let me get some scissors. Okay, I gotta cut this. Looks kind of raggy, don't it? Kind of pop. There, that's much better. Alrighty, now let's take our blueberry bushel ink, and I am going to stamp the inside. And this is a thinking of you card, so you could send it to anybody. And I can't imagine having a better friend. One thing I always used to do is I stamped everything, my greeting, my insides of my cards, I always stamped them in Memento Black. And I think it was during Christmas. I didn't have enough Memento Black, and I thought, why am I doing this? Why don't you go and start stamping them in your color? You're using white anyway. So that's how that came to be. Let's just finish it off and add this beautiful, this pretty little flower. And I am going to take my Cherry Cobbler Light stamping blend. Let's add some color. I don't think there's a right or wrong way to do this. There, just kind of added something to it. And I didn't want to stamp it in black because I just didn't. It's okay, we're going to put that there. We're not done. We still got some more to do. We have to put a greeting on there yet. And yeah, okay, we're getting there though. Now I have a little thing of we have a little thing of white, and we're gonna take the Memento Black and the wheelbarrow, which is really a big wheelbarrow when you stop to think about it. We're gonna go and ink that up. And there, that's just fine. It has its own die, so we can cut it out, which of course I did already. And I colored it using Cherry Cobbler, Melon Mambo, and I used my garden green marker because I was shocked. I did not have garden green stamping blend, and I have all of the blends, but I'm thinking there isn't one. I also got my Thinking of You, and we will go and, well, yeah, Courtney, I don't know why I never did this before, but makes it stand out. Okay, so let me put that away. And then I cut that out also. Okay? All right. So we'll just put this back and get my card out here. And we got this. I cut it out already, and I'm putting that right there. I didn't want to go and put it in the pretty part. Okay. I'm almost out of ink. Or glue. Come on. There we go. And way too much glue. We're going to put this right here. Yes. Yes, we are. Okay, so far so good. And then I went and colored this. And now I put dimensionals on the back. to save a little time, we will put that on the front of our card just as a little, which, you know, really as it is right like that is just fine. But wanted to do that. Almost, not quite. I want to add some dragonflies. Now this, the dragonflies and birds, which some go one way, the others go the other way. This is also an online exclusive. Now I don't know if they're still available, but I think they are. There. Oh, there. Now see, there. That's the card. It is, you can tell when it's done, right? Just love how it turned out. I forgot to mention, and I didn't see her on here tonight, but for my $15 December shopping spree, our own Bernie won the drawing, and so she's going to be able to pick out something for $15 or get a free class of her choice. So there you have it. There's our card. I think it turned out gorgeous. I love it. So if you have any questions about it, you can check back on, you can check my blog on Thursday, and I'll have all the measurements and everything. And yeah, it did. And just think, next week we can start playing with the new stuff. That's what I'm talking about. There are some beautiful stamp sets coming in the January to April mini catalog, along with gorgeous designer series paper. My paper share is closed. If you signed up for it, get me your check. I'm going to order it on Thursday. And I can't wait for you all to see it. You're going to love it. So, okay, have a great rest of the week, everybody, and take care. I'll see you right back here next Monday.